You are now listening to the Drunken Monks Podcast.
Yo! Welcome back once again, folks. You are talking to the Drunken Monks. I am Marlo Brown.
Denise Fiber, and they are not talking to us, we are talking to each other.
Oh, we're talking to each other. So,
yeah.
Alright, so
if you want, you can talk in the comments. We are talking to each
Drop a comment, folks. Drop a comment. And definitely we gotta give a shout out to the sponsor. This week it's Old Par that we're drinking, that I'm drinking at least.
I'm drinking too, but I should have stirred it a little bit.
Jesus Christ, what, you mixing Old Par with something?
I'm trying to not drink so much.
Yeah, you're trying to not drink so much. Philistine! You're not supposed to mix whiskey like that, man. He's not that one. What kind of business that be not right? Like, no. That camera, love. That camera. Like, you tell me that I wasn't using that camera like enough. It's like that.
You can also use it to mix drinks.
Okay? Aye. Oh, man. Denise, we had an interesting week there last week. Hopefully, like, everything is gonna drop at the same time. But yeah, not a lot has happened in like the last week, but some interesting stuff. And I don't know whether you want to start first.
Well, you had an interesting nieuwtje.
Yeah.
Dus begin maar met je interesting.
Yeah.
Wait. Everybody, am I looking at you?
Yes.
Okay, everybody. Season 2, episode 1. We're back. Drunken Monks are back.
All right.
Welcome, Marlo.
Welcome.
It's gonna be another awesome season.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do our best.
With awesome things, we got some awesome things up our sleeves, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And as you can tell, we're in front of each other, like, as well. Like, no more. Well, at least we hope. For as long as COVID plays nice with the country and with us, no more Zoom. No more Zoom. Only maybe with a guest or two every now and again that is not on the island or whatnot and so. But hopefully it's gonna be more. It's more interactive. It's more us like this as it ought to be done.
Because Marlo thinks he's gonna stop with his monologues now that we're in front of each other and we're interacting.
I know I'm gonna stop.
Okay, let's see. Let's just see.
But I know, but I'm not gonna stop. I know.
Oh, listen, you know you're not gonna stop.
I know I'm going to stop. Woman.
You're not going to stop.
You just putting words in my mouth, woman. Stop your shit.
Not going to stop. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay.
But anyway, look. But yeah, folks. Yeah, we are back once again, and this is us. This is us going forward. We could start a lot of places, but something tickled me pink. Something tickled me pink this week, and in fact, not even this week. In the course of, let's call it 3 days.
Okay.
Right? So we're on Lil Nas X watch. Like no.
We covered him last season about the devilish nonsense. Yes.
Right. Okay. No, but we're on Lil Nas X watch because this motherfucker is entertaining. Oh. This motherfucker is entertaining. No matter how you turn him or twist him or one on the so, but he is at the very least entertaining. And he was twice in the news this week. Both times for a red carpet affair.
Okay.
The first time was with MTV Video Music Awards.
Okay.
Which was a little bit controversial. He was wearing a dress. He was looking quite fine. He was looking to be his best self. A lot of jokes for like dark skinned niggas. Like at that point, you gotta hold his L type of. No, but what had me intrigued was what happened. I think it was either yesterday or the day before. Well, okay. As we're recording, by the way, not by when this drops. But yeah, this man came out, and if you don't mind me switching cameras so that I can show folks, he came out swinging. Look like
swinging from the chandeliers.
Yo, this man had 3 outfits for the Met Gala, man.
Ja, kom op zeg, dat is gewoon een beetje overdreven. That's just too much.
That's too much.
Like
for the Met Gala.
Maar what?
That's too much.
Maar wacht even. Are you showing the people?
Yeah. Like they're busy seeing like the first outfit, like the whole king's robe thing, because like she can't see.
Because he was going to Siberia.
No, but it is cold in fucking New York right now, man.
Wat is de Met Gala? Je gaat gewoon daar, dan ga je wat eten en dan ga je weer naar huis?
Look, een soort fun. By all intents and purposes, and by the way, you have a computer like in front of you, so you can look it up on fucking Wikipedia. But by all intents and purposes, it's a sort of like a gathering of artistic minds and especially fashion conscious minds. And it is a gala to both celebrate and remember and fashion trends and show off, and it's a moment to be able to be seen. And unfortunately, celebrity kind of got mingled with that, so they would have only celebrities mostly come to it, or high-ranking people come to it. And as long as you wear a designer that is goedgekeurd by the board, I guess, then you can get in for free. So you have to wear their design, and that's where all of that red carpet stuff like comes from. If you wear a designer, you get in for free. Last I heard, if you don't wear a designer and you just want to come in like tux and tails, $35,000 a seat. $35,000 a seat, like $35,000 a seat.
I got that under my bed. Laying around.
Could you show me where like your bed is at so I could fucking hell, man. No, but like $35,000, man, just to get into that fun business, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm just gonna show him the rest of the outfits because he started with this and then he went to this, which is like, okay, so here's where the jokes came in with the C-3PO business or whatnot. A shiny golden armor business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the last one that he came with was like this black leotard that was absolutely bedazzled to hell and back with nothing but diamonds and pearls.
But what is the story of his clothing?
No, the thema as was interpreted, or I don't know if it was interpreted or if it was given, but if it was given, I could also give props as well. It's like, it is the timeline of being comfortable with oneself while being gay. So,
nee, maar dat is niet het thema van de Met.
Nee, niet het thema van de Met, but from his 3 outfits.
Okay.
So it was like, the first one was supposed to be like, you're still flamboyant, but you're ultra protected against all the elements and all of the things that could be flung like at you like a one and so.
Okay.
The second one is that you embrace yourself just a little more, but you have to build a hard shell around you to embrace all of the hate that you're gonna get because you come out a little bit. The last one is skin tight, so you feel comfortable in your skin. You know what I mean? Like, that was the whole rundown as to what it was and whatever.
See, even though I find it a little bit ridiculous to in a time span of probably 5 minutes, okay, a little longer because of course he has to pose for photos and stuff.
Right.
To go all out and do all this whole groot geweldig thing. I have to say Lil Nas is one of the... I'm not particularly a fan, or I'm not a fan, but I'm also not a fan.
What does he do?
He trolls? Oh, no. I know, he sings.
I think he makes something.
Did he not make chloroquine? No. No, but I have to say he's very innovative. He's shocking, so he's a bit of a troll, but all his things are new, I find, are out there, outrageous, maybe flamboyant, so I like his creative process, because he brings something new to everything that he does.
But I'm not so sure. Okay, so this is where I would almost disagree with you, because I know what you mean, but I don't like the wording. Because I agree with what you mean. I like his vibe. I like what he does, but I don't think it's a creative process. I think it's a marketing process. Like, I think that beyond a shadow of a doubt, the boy has decoded the matrix as to who's going to talk about what, how, and how to put his name in people's mouths. Like, because he's not the first, he's not the last, but he's like flamboyantly gay, and he's showing in his flamboyance that the system is still fucked. Like, I'm bringing attention to this. Mm-hmm. Like, his Twitter game is on point. Like, his clapback game is on point.
Yeah, he has nothing to do, man. Like,
hence me saying, what does he do again? Because how many songs has he got out? Like, how prolific an artist is he? You know what I mean? We had this discussion last time as to, I like, and this is what it comes back down to what I was saying basically with you too as well. I like his vibe, but as an artist, that could leave him. You know what I mean? Like boeit me niet, weet je? Like what he makes, boeit me niet. It does not move me. It does not move.
But I agree. There is a lot of thought about marketing, and he shocks.
Right.
Just I think for attention, and just because he likes to shock people. I think he likes to be outrageous. I think, but don't you think there is artistry in his commercial endeavors?
That's a weird okay, not as a weird question, but it's a broad question, because his commercial endeavors is the songs that he makes as well. Like,
yeah, but I mean like the whole video that he do
so his branding, his branding, I could say yes and I could say no.
Why would you say no?
I would say no because I know from my own personal experience what happens behind the scenes. I know that there's a lot of talented people doing a lot of talented things that don't necessarily get the window of opportunity that he has. I'm not knocking him for it.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not saying that he shouldn't, like I'm not saying that he don't deserve it or nothing like that. Okay, cool. But I'm saying that a lot of the things that artists bring out is like the tip of the iceberg for what they're really doing in the background. And so I can say it's okay, it's artistic, but it's just him letting the door open a little more for him and his team, or whoever that is working with him. If he has a stylist or like a person for his clothes or whatever, instead of like, you know, clamping him down and being all corporate and saying like this and no more, he's maybe letting it open like a little more. And what they normally do is get them to the outside a little more, and that's what I feel. I don't think that there's an artistry per se in the Zin van. He's doing something innovative, as you said. I don't
like
think
the three thing.
Yeah, but that's been done. That's been done.
People have been changing on the red carpet.
Yeah, people have done.
I thought this is something new, man.
But I mean, it's kind of new. It's kind of not. It's kind of like there's nothing new under the sun. So this is why, like, I don't give it to him. Like, oh, like he, like if you could go to Andy Warhol, like if you was in Andy Warhol's time, you like, yo, Dread. That yes was something new. That yes was a different vibe of the thing I wanted. So there are artists where you can look to within their particular genre that you can say this or that. I don't think that he's so much like reinventing the wheel or inventing the wheel in the first place as so much as he's refining it. Okay. Like I think that he's putting all the pieces in place in the right order. He's listening to the right folks when it comes to certain things. And he gets his shit out there.
People see the entire 3 leg? Or did you stay on the...
No. I, like, no, folks, like, she don't get to preview what I see. So, like, we had went through all of the outfits and I left it up there for a little bit. But you tell me I don't use the camera enough, so I'm making sure I use the camera enough.
Okay.
Shit, man. Which brings us to a good segue.
No, before the segue, let's go to a commercial break.
Okay.
Because now we have Old Par. And also, Don Julio, Sir Edmund, Bullet 95 Rye, Buchanan Deluxe, and Tanqueray. Have your pick. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, yo. Yeah, folks, we are back. We are back. And before I was rudely interrupted by our wonderful sponsors at Old... No, fuck it. So, something of importance happened for the LGBTQ community on Curacao this week. Apparently, a case was brought or not? Right? A case was brought to by a humanitarian group. I forgot which one. So,
Human Rights Defense. There we go.
On
behalf of 2 ladies.
On behalf of 2 ladies that wanted to get married here. Whatnot. Yeah. And the judge, for lack of a better term, he said that
she was actually a lady.
It was a lady. There you go. No, but hey, you can check us for all the facts here, folks. No, but how name? But we got the ruling that the definition of marriage between a man and a woman solely was actually in strijd, so it was counter
Yeah.
to the beginselen, so to the essence of like thou shalt not discriminate, thou shalt not
Hey, there are parts of the Bible I like and parts I don't like.
hold one group over the other, or like all those things basically. I'm not sure if it's grondwet, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Yes.
And with international law too, like as well. So long and short was that while the judge didn't full through, I
the
don't
judge
think,
is a man, by the way.
right, okay,
Yeah, the judge
but
is
then
a
cool.
man.
But it didn't full throatedly say that these people could or should get married. It just said that the arguments that people have against gay marriages bunk, which is a small nuance, but it's still like it's a win. It's a fucking win across the board. But
Well, I'm curious to see what the government is going to do. Basically, the judge said the law at this moment is that marriage can only be between one man and one woman.
Correct.
And then and there is no other alternative. So we don't have registered partnership, or we don't have another form of civil union that grants you the same rights as a marriage does. And then the judge said that indeed for the ladies cannot marry because they are not one man and one woman. They are one woman and one woman, so two women. And
what if I wear a strap on, Yana? Like,
it doesn't make you a man, huh?
can I like do some push-ups? Can I?
Lord Marlo.
Yeah, man, I'm playing. Like, come on.
But the judge said it is countering, or it's not aligned with the gelijkheidsbeginsel, so with the
Right.
with the rule of equality, and it is basically discriminatory.
Basically.
So yeah, that's what the judge said. So
It's discriminatory,
it's
which is
discriminatory,
which is not supposed to be.
and that it's not the judge's authority to change the law. So the lawmaker, the government, has to come up with a solution, because you cannot act against your human rights and against your constitution. Basically, that's what was said.
All right, but then what does this mean? Like, a judge said something. Do you think that the rest of the country is gonna hold on to that?
Hey, I've been
Like-
listening to yesterday the verdict came in.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, the day that we're recording, the
Good.
verdict came in, and I listened to a talk show, because we in Curacao, we like the
call-in radio shows.
radio show. So basically, people would have a brain, people with no brain, they can call in.
I can call. Yeah, though.
And they can give their opinion. And people were calling in, and all the biggest homophobes were calling in. So people at the moment are riled up. If you look at comment sections of Facebook, if you listen to the radio, people are completely against gay marriage, as they call it. It's not gay marriage. It's basically openstelling van het huwelijk. It's basically opening up marriage. It's
Right.
just marriage, but you want to include more people into the union.
You can
let's
have
say.
more combinations, basically.
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 But people are going crazy. But I don't know if this is just a very vocal minority, or if people really feel like that.
Okay, so here has been my thing. And I think I'll start and I'll end here. Maybe a small rant, but we'll see.
Let's time it.
Yeah. So yeah,
1,
people.
2, go.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Christians will have a problem with gay marriage at all times, and being one or was one myself.
If a time out, you can continue. And I don't want to say Christians will have a problem with gay rights with gays all the time. No.
Gay marriage all the time.
No, but you have ook the queer affirming churches. Maar continue.
Right,
Yes.
no, but okay, so rant done. Before
No.
I could continue. because I have a genuine question. How many gay affirming churches are there here?
Yeah, there's only one at the moment. Only one
That is
Curacao.
full-throated in support of the LGBTQ plus
Yeah.
community.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so here's my background in that, right?
Okay.
As anybody who's watched the show or anybody that knows me know, grew up very Christian, like crazy Christian.
I didn't
Right?
know that, man. Okay.
No,
yeah.
no, like 4
Like
days.
fundamentalists.
No, not fundamentalist, just very disciplined,
Okay.
very 4 days a week at church, not just Sunday for 2 hours, like.
Granted, he lived on station, so like, what else can you do?
Bitch, please.
Hey, don't call me an old bitch.
What the hell,
Okay,
man?
continue
No.
with your rant.
Yes, that was Sasha. So what the fuck?
Continue with your rant.
But anyway, but just when it comes to this type of thing, it attacks the identity of what a good life is. So a lot of Christians have in their head a model or a script as to what good life looks like. Good life is mom doing what she got to do, dad doing what he got to do. They both come together. They have a happy household, and if they're doing what they got to do by them, like through themselves and through Christ, then everything else will flow properly. Like the kids will be good, everything else will be good, and that's where that whole shit starts. It has to start here and here. You know what I mean? That you gotta come together to make a union proper. If the parts don't fit, you don't start wrong in their head. You check what I mean? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
like
seeing
if the parts
how
don't
you came
fit
from this, you must quit. If the parts don't fit, you must
say what?
quit.
Yeah, no. Like if what? Lord have mercy, we are gonna get canceled.
Okay. But as a fundamentalist Christian, you can answer this question. So,
not as a fundamentalist, as a just very disciplined Christian. There's a difference. Like we took the word seriously, but we're not a fundamentalist. We're not like, oh, like women must stay in the household and men must go out in the field.
But with the gay issue, you take that stance.
It's not about you take the stance. It is about a threatening of. They see it. Listen, This is the hypocrisy of Christianity that I could speak on, right? Because I've had the same like nonsense in my head to like as well. There are quote unquote big sins and there are quote unquote small sins.
No, that's not true. A sin is a sin.
But let me get to it, no man. Officially, a sin is a sin.
What's wrong with Christians?
But there
They can't read?
I could read, thank you. I've read very well, thank you very much. You see this?
But have you read the Bible?
Backwards and forwards, I'm better than you.
Thank you.
Weet
You
ik.
don't know anything about my Bible experience.
Weet ik. Where's all the gay shit?
Leviticus. Maar het is
Nope.
niet waar. Maar...
Deuteronomy as well.
Oh ja, oké.
Yeah.
Maar... For me knowing 300% less than you, I know that there is no hierarchy in sins. A sin is a sin.
Right. There's no hierarchy in sins in the New Testament.
Maar hallo, with Jesus dying, all the things of the Old Testament were...
So why do they still got the Old Testament within readings? Why do they
Because these people have no sense.
Wow!
Okay, no.
God damn it, you're gone to it again. And I just blaspheme and I'm not in as bad a place as you are.
Wait, no.
Jesus, man.
It was a bad joke. Maar...
Very bad joke, yo. Very bad joke. Yo, don't, please don't, like, yeah.
Drink responsibly.
Please drink responsibly, yes.
No,
maar
maar maar mijn vraag is, because you were saying, like, you were trying to explain, and you said in the Christian, laten we even generaliseren, we generalize,
right.
In the Christian mind, you have the family and the parts have to fit.
Right.
Okay, I can understand that,
right.
Maar dan heb ik 2 vragen. Ik weet niet of ik ze nog herinner. But the first question is, okay, why is a gay marriage that has nothing to do with you because you are straight, you have your wife and your kids, or your husband and your kids, and the whole shebang fits and it's allemaal fantastisch. What does that have to do with other people living their life? Het gaat toch om jou? Okay,
but there's a part that most Christians ascribe to, even Catholics to like a certain extent, where you need to evangelicalize. And what it is that you need to not just tolerate things. You need to put the word and the goodness and whatnot so out there. It is one of the best propaganda machines you'll ever find, right? That's where, for me, that's where the hypocrisy comes in. That's where the hypocrisy comes in. Because, okay, you can have it within the culture that you need to speak out again. Let's call it let's give it a grandiose name. You speak out against injustice, right?
Yeah.
Let's call gay marriage, for the sake of this conversation, an injustice in their eyes, right? I could vibe with that if you the same way take that same injustice for all the threats to marriage. Why are you not speaking out against Hanin Sohar?
But okay, yes.
Why are you not speaking out against domestic violence so hard? Why are you not speaking out so like you are very vocal when it comes
child
to
abuse?
For example, a lot of
adultery.
things. We just said that.
Oh yeah, Hanin.
The Hanin, right? But
gambling,
that's a point.
Drugs.
Okay, but that's not
stealing.
Wait, no man, that's not marriage specific or that's not household specific.
Yeah, okay.
Right? That could be on like an individual type of level too, like as well. But in particular, the domestic violence, adultery, you cannot have these without having a marriage or having
child
a whatever.
abuse.
You can have child abuse
yeah.
without the marriage. You can have child abuse without the marriage.
Yeah,
you can have a single dude who's doing weird shit.
Yeah,
too.
but it's the same with adultery.
Right?
You
No.
can have that without marriage. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Let's not nitpick here,
okay,
please.
okay,
Counselor.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that you have these things that have been a part of our culture for a long time, right? One more celebrated than the other, because Han is a joke, like you're Han and boy, you get away with that, boy, like that type of thing. You as a woman or you as a man, you go amongst your friends, you let them know that you do this thing, and the really close ones to you, they might feel a way like about it, but it's still like they're gonna big you up, like, oh, especially if the marriage is not happy. Yeah, you go and find your happiness, so go ahead. Adultery is not cried down, not with the same fervor, not with the same energy. You check what I mean? Domestic violence is called down with the same energy, but after the fact, after the girl get beat to hell, after the girl get killed, after some nonsense went down when it wasn't supposed to happen, and it blow up in the neighborhood. But a lot happens before then.
And the church knew before, but then you just have to pray, and then you just have to be patient,
right?
Or don't,
right? But there's no like don't crying the dude. There's no don't crying the dude. That's their business. That is big people business. That is their household. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
But my question is, I understand that's their business. Big people think. But why, with the issue of gayness, anything queer related, can people not say that is their business?
Because it's a bigger sin, quote unquote.
No, why is it a bigger sin?
It's a bigger sin.
It's bigger than.
It's a bigger sin
than adultery.
Yeah, because at least the parts fit. At least the parts fit. I'm not bullshitting you, man. I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. Look, it's not right. It's not right. And please drop a comment. I would love for some righteous brothers and sisters to kind of give nuance towards this too, like as well. Because
a bonnet of righteousness.
Is that, hey, yeah, from like last season. There's a lot of callbacks to this show. But there's. It's not right, but I could attest to that it's there. Like, you can let certain things slide, and you can let... It's the same thing too with drugs. It's the same thing too with drugs, right? We can let the uncle who drink responsibly. We can let the uncle who drinks himself blue every weekend slide. The minute we have that uncle that smokes one joint, he's persona non fucking grata. For like a lot of people, it's like maybe with the younger ones it's starting to change a little bit or whatever. But one joint, you're done, because there's a degree, there's levels to this shit. There's levels of demonization. Adultery was never demonized as much as gay people were. Gay people were fucking demonized.
Are. Listen to the radios. Listen to Direct. Listen to Mas, and I'm sure all the other with call-in shows the same. Listen to them.
Right.
People are demonized, but
But why would you demonize them? You fucking play mass with them in Carnival Everybody goes to carnival. Everybody fucks with
Even
carnival.
worse, people invite other people for like a couple will invite you for a threesome, and now they're on Facebook blasting about. This is what I've heard.
I was just about to say. Could you elaborate, please?
I've heard word on the street.
The word on the street
And now
is
they're blasting on Facebook.
these niggas.
They are against gay marriage. Hello.
But a threesome does not a marriage make.
No, it has some gayness for somebody. There's gayness involved.
A little bit of gayness is not bad, but a lot of gayness is a problem.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
A little bit of gayness is.
It's alright. No, but I find it interesting that a lot of Christians, on the issue of homosexuality and on the issue of abortion, and
because it's evil. Because it's been.
But everything is evil. I think
the degree of this is what I keep telling you.
No, not the degree. Wait, the degree. Your theory with degrees fits into my theory. Kijk, die past dan weer wel, dus dat is oké. No, but I think it's hard for a preacher or whoever to condemn adultery, because then he's probably condemning himself and most of his congregation.
No, you see,
it's
no.
hard. No, wait. It's hard to condemn child sexual abuse or child abuse, want je weet, een groot deel van je congregation houdt zich bezig met een groot deel.
Groot deel? Wou ik net vragen?
People in your congregation, but it might be a groot deel. People in your congregation do that kind of shit. Noem maar een andere zonde, and you know that most people in your congregation, at least once in their life, will have done those things. Right. Homosexuality, weet je, bijna without like if you're straight, eventjes in the traditional Christian sense of straight, kan je bijna met 100% stellen that they will not fail and become gay, zeg maar. Dus to me it's an easy target.
It's an easy target.
It's very hard to tell the man like, hey, keep your dick inside your pants. Be faithful to your wife, be nice to your wife, be a wholesome husband. It's just not gonna fly. It doesn't line up with reality.
That does not line up with reality.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that is not. See, no,
but see, it doesn't
this is where you and I would get into it. Like for real, like you and I would get into it because of a semantic thing that to me is a lot more indicative of a bigger problem.
Okay.
In my view, you just gave a pass to a lot of shit.
A pass?
That's what I just heard.
Wow.
Like it's hard to expect the dude to keep his dick.
No, I'm not giving a pass. I'm thinking.
That's what they're thinking.
That's what they're.
But that's the point. But that's kind of my point.
That's what the pastor is thinking. Like, hoe ga ik tegen jou zeggen? Be faithful to your wife.
But that's what I'm thinking too.
Snack with a trago meisje.
But that's what I'm thinking too. Is like, even the ones that are supposed to hold, like not just the pastor. The pastor's supposed to hold them accountable. You're supposed to hold the pastor accountable. And I'm thinking that you just allowing the pastor to think that is already the problem.
Have you seen the DNA of a lot of our churches?
Yeah!
Congregation
yes!
members cannot hold their pastors accountable. Pastors are anointed by God. Pastors are sent by... Actually, the pastors are basically gods, maar dat zeggen ze nog net niet.
Nope.
So it's very hard.
Let me tell you something.
Hold their pastors accountable.
No. That is not a pastor's accountable thing. That is anybody that's above me accountable that type of shit. Curacao is extremely bad with that. Curacao does not like to hold those above them accountable, or those that they perceive to be above them accountable. You understand what I'm saying? That is something that's baked into the culture from way back when, and you and I could go all fucking day. That is patriarchy. That is slavery. That's all that monkey. Down with the patriarchy. That is a hashtag down. You know, like yeah, fuck it. No, but you and I could go all day about that, but we know where that comes from. But I'm telling you plain, in this culture, there is no questioning of authority whatsoever. There's no fuck you. And that no fuck you has led to all that bullshit. It's not just homophobia. It's across the board. It's about women being like onderdanig at the job and wanting someone have to wear makeup and all that type of shit. It is not being able to discuss your salary with anybody. It is That like I don't like how the unions move here. This is a whole fucking tangent.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we should do a show on that because unions.
I don't like how they move here,
unions, no.
but at least they're a counterbalance, man. Jesus,
Counterbalance for what?
Counterbalance to the freaking like the elite that run this fucking place.
The unions are not the union as I observe the unions.
As you observe the unions,
they are not moving in a way for the best interest of
and that's another story.
Laborers from the
okay.
For 8 individual cases go.
Okay, so then all right. So all the way back around, right? All the way back around. Is it fair to say that throw this fucking thing at you? Is it fair to say that when it comes to LGBTQ issues here, it's part of a bigger issue here? Like, is it fair to say that? Because that's what I want to get out of this conversation.
What would be the bigger issue according to you?
The bigger issue is, for me, education. For me, part of it is education. That is the silver fucking bullet to any hypocrisy that they could want to put. Because if you could question something, you can examine thing, then you can learn. You can actually look at the thing and be like, all right, you know what? This part of the thing is okay. This part of the thing is not. You know what I mean?
Education, yes.
But
I agree with you.
But it comes from education. It comes from exposure. It comes from
exactly.
perspective.
I wanted to say that.
No, but education gives exposure if done right.
No. I wanted to say education and connection, and then I thought exposure is connection. You say education gives that. It can out under some. Because I am dealing with you. Because a lot of times, like racism, homophobia, all the isms, often are the strongest with people who have no clue about the thing. The people have no openly gay friend around them. They don't.
Not here.
Here,
I think everybody got a gay cousin.
Everybody got a. Don't ask, don't tell.
But they don't ask, they don't tell. But they definitely show.
Nah.
I mean, Jesus Christ, and I'm not okay. Let me let this be the last thing, and hopefully it's not a dumb thing, right? But I don't think that especially, and this is what I'm saying. I'm hoping for the old guard to die off a bit, right? And yes,
ageism.
I love you, but a lot of your friends need to go, right? Right? No, but what I'm saying is, right? Yeah, no,
don't go to station anytime soon.
Fuck that. They already know about me. What the fuck it is? No, but what it is, right? Is like, I honestly think that a function of time is gonna help us out here, or help all the isms, as you call it, because while it's never gonna be eradicated, a lot of the younger ones who grew up with the internet, grew up with certain kind of things in movies and TV and being exposed, that same exposure that you're talking about is not the best exposure, but it's some exposure, and it's some there's like a crack in the edifice of. Let me think about this a little different. There's some light that could shine through. I think my kids and whoever kids is coming behind, I think my grandkids might be the ones to be able to, all right, you say, you know what? Let me stop the shit. Let me stop all the nonsense. A lot of those ideas died when my grandmother was alive.
They will be replaced with new ideas. I feel.
What? With what though? Because it is exhausting to be racist.
You don't.
It is exhausting to be racist.
You're not a manga freak.
No, but it's exhausting to be racist, man. It's
exhausting to the racists.
It is.
It gives them energy.
No, it don't. No, it don't.
Leave a comment. So that we know.
Let me know about all your racists out there. No, but no. Trust you me. Anybody who is into any ism that you're talking about, they're not ignorant as if they don't see. They see and they bend reality to what they know, and that requires energy. That requires energy every fucking day.
I don't know if they don't
They see. Trust you. In today's age of fucking everything is out there and everything is there. It might not be to the degree that you and I see, but they fucking see. They know it exists, and they feel like, yeah, that this might be, they might feel them other and might be part of a different team or whatever the fuck, but they know it exists. And all it takes is for them to just ask a question. If all these people exist, are all of them bad? Are all of them this or that, like a one and so? Are all the thoughts that I have in my head, are they 100% right? Am I right all the time? That is the energy that you have to expound. Because if you have ever stubbed your toe, if you've ever done some dumb shit, you know you're dumb sometimes. You know you've done some dumb shit sometimes. You try to spin it into a different way. You check what I mean? And that ignorance, in this day and age, like, I give it to my grandparents, they might not have known. You know what I mean? My great-grandparents, they might not have known. But today, you know, and you bend it. You bend the fucking thing to your fucking matrix in your head. Like, how, like, you try to work it out and, like, try to, again, with the vaccines, with everything else too, like, as well. Yeah. Everybody bends reality to what they need to see. You check what I mean? And that shit, if it don't line up with what reality is, it requires a lot of energy. Okay. It makes you mad. All right, we're done.
We're rounding up. We're not done. I have one final point.
One final point. All right.
Happy with the verdict of the judge, and I'm wondering to see what's gonna happen. The judge said the government has to work on legislation.
Right.
And I wonder, I'm really gonna be wondering and looking out to see if the government right now is going to decide to appeal this verdict, which is gonna be wasting taxpayers' money, which we don't have. Because I don't know if you know this, but lately we've been borrowing a lot of money from Hollanda. So are you gonna waste the little resources that we have to a case that you can win, only to how you say, to play into your achterban, to your base?
Right.
And I think that's going to be very telling for the state of the country, and also for the stamp of this government.
No, but I will, okay, without going into this, we'll put this maybe next week or whatever. But to your point, and then I'll put this last basically sentence, I think they will do it, but not for the reasons that you might think.
Not for their base?
Yes, for their base, but more of, it's a political move, not just for the base, but to also to show that, hey, look over here, don't look over here. I think it'll be a little bit of misdirection. Like I think COVID is I think COVID is still kind of kicking their ass, and everything else is kicking their ass.
But
and
how long can you milk this? How long can you milk? If you say, look at here,
a proper political operator, a proper operator, a proper firebrand, which I think Pick is, a proper firebrand could get 6 months out of this here. 6 months.
All right.
There is the appointment of the judge. There is the looking for statements that were wrong by any ally of the thing. There's any kind of lumping together of my political opponents with somebody who's against my base or whatever. There is the rounds that need to be done for the talking heads or whatever. So there is rallying of things. There is looking for money. There's a lot of hate that can be took out of this, man. There's a lot. And because it's a national issue, apparently, as you said, there's a vocal kind of minority, but they're loud. You can do something with that if you know what you're doing. If you know how to poke the bear, fuck it, why not? I'm just saying. Okay, next week we're gonna talk about this. Fuck it. All right, folks. We're going to a break.
Yes.
And we're gonna switch strings. I'm gonna switch strings.
Yes.
And then from there we shall go.
All right.
People, we shall be right back. We're back.
No stay. See, Marlo, before we started recording, you had some interesting things to say.
Yeah, about
Care
being
to share?
about okay. So we have things on a docket as to what we choose as to what we're going to talk about, and we just go left or right. Do you want to talk about this? You want to talk about that? I want to bring up about the fact about this question. Had an interesting conversation with my wife and my sister-in-law this afternoon. And not so much an interesting conversation, kind of like you're shooting the shit, you're making jokes type of thing. And it wasn't this afternoon, it was yesterday, sorry. But we're all treating the same place at the same time. We're all about the same age. Me and my wife the same age. My sister's 2 years younger. And the long and short of it came to was to what does it mean to be dateable these days? Like, what does it mean to be, like, are you dateable? Are you a person that somebody would look at and be like, you know what? I need to get that number. I need to holler at that person. I need to do something to try to get to know that person a little better.
But isn't everybody dateable?
Nope. I came to the conclusion of, not, especially my age, nope. Fuck no. Fuck no.
That
Would
warrants an extra serving. With it, right?
Fuck no, dude. Fuck no. People, listen. However you judge me, I will tell you plain. I am now 39 years of age, right?
Yeah.
Out, and not with the bullshit no more. This is important, right? I am now 39 years of age. I am happily married. I am lucky enough that not just in a happy marriage, but a fulfilling marriage as well. You know what I mean? So it's not just schijn, it's not just the veneer. Not to go into too deep a hole, but my wife is lover, friend, best friend, jokester, partner in crime, all that shit with me, right? Literally, the pieces fit, right? The yin and yang type of man. The pieces fit. Hey, yo.
This is allowed. Okay.
Yeah, toch. I cannot imagine finding that again at this age. I cannot.
What is wrong with this age?
There is baggage that comes with this age. This age.
Wait.
There's
always baggage.
Huh?
There's always bagage.
Yeah, but the more time you got, the more bagage you got too as well. You can't
wiser...
spell baggage without age. Okay.
No. Granted. But with age also comes wisdom and maturity. So
bullshit.
For
bullshit.
Most people.
Bullshit.
But I want to say that yes, the bagage. Is more.
Right.
I think you are better equipped to deal with the baggage as well.
No. And I would and by the way, this is going off of what I thought because the baggage might make it interesting. The baggage might make it interesting if
for a while.
Like if you see sheep and start to cry, there's a story behind that. You know what I mean?
I would say loop door.
Yeah, man. Okay, loop door. But here's the thing, right? And especially and I'm not knocking single parents. I wish y'all all the luck in the world. But being a parent takes so much out of you. If you're doing it like how you're supposed to be doing.
That's why you need to date a parent.
Right,
because they understand and they engage in the same.
But here's the problem, though.
Frame of mind.
Here's the problem, though. Not every child is the same, and not every parent is the same. Like certain parents, children combinations is real easy and it goes and whatnot and so. Others might have hell at home and they don't know what the hell are they doing. Like
something wrong in either fall.
Leister, there is levels to this shit, but sowieso, even the best of circumstances. If your kid is under, let's say, like, if your kid is under the age of 6, right? That kid requires a lot of attention, a lot of time, a lot of effort. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And again, nothing against the kids. That is, especially if you wanted that, especially if you went for that, God bless. You know what I mean?
But even if you didn't want it,
but you stepped up.
Yeah.
Fuck it, God bless. But what I'm telling you is, it leaves very little room for you to be your best self or your sexiest self or your most interesting self. It leaves very little room. By the time you're done working, dealing with the kid, taking care of your house, especially if you're single, taking care of the house, all of that, all you want to do is just Netflix and pig the fuck out and done.
I think that's the beauty, but maybe that goes into your whole premise of dateable. But I think that's because you said it doesn't leave much time for you to be sexy and all these things. But I think that is exactly how you need to present yourself to the world.
Right.
So that you know what you see is what you get. Niet that you get some kind of helemaal opgedofte tante. And then it was only once. And then every other time she's shabby. She has food on her shirt.
No, but that's not
understandable because
that's
you're
not the sin.
And
that's not the sin.
But what is the problem?
That's not the sin. For me, at least, right? I'm not gonna go into anybody, and this is what I said. Like, you asked me, is people this age dateable, and I plain said no. For me, if you're not interesting, you're not dateable.
So are you saying people your age are not interesting?
The most of them are not.
What?
The most of them are not.
What's wrong with people?
The most of them are not. The most of them are not. The most of them, listen.
I'm confused.
Again, if you're doing the shit right, in my view, if you are trying to build a house or wealth, like you're trying to build like some kind of equity, right? You got kids, you're looking out for them. You're trying to be a responsible human being with your taxes, with your family, with that type of thing. So you're shouldering a lot, right? There's no room left for new. There's no room left for new adventures, really, to talk about. Once in a blue moon.
I find it interesting that you relate interesting to, like, interesting is a variable begrip. It's for everybody. It's something else. And I think it's very interesting if somebody is working on their wealth creation. I think it's very interesting that you're trying to raise decent human beings.
But that's what I'm doing too as well.
Thought.
But that's what I'm doing too as well. And this is where the conversation, like, I go back to the conversation between my wife and my sister-in-law, right? I told them plain, if you're passionate about something and you go deep into it, right?
Yeah.
If you can get deep into something, especially something that I don't know, then all of a sudden, yes, then we can talk. Like, if you have a passion that you, above everything else, so like maybe your passion is books. So you might be raising a kid, you might be doing all of this, but in your half an hour that you got to yourself, the 20 minutes that you got to yourself, you read 2 pages, fuck it, but you read. And in that reading, you're still kind of voracious about it. You can sit down and you can tell me, look, I read that, and this is interesting, and all of that. Then you're interesting. But a lot of people don't have that time and that chance.
Yeah, I find your argument
echt. Lebbe.
It doesn't make sense.
Have you ever been short of time? Short. I mean,
you know me. I never have time. But I fill it with stuff I like.
You go swimming. You go on the occasional date. You have a lot of galas and like stuff with your job and whatnot, and so you travel like fuck. You have interesting stories. So when you sit down at a table with that date, even the past dates, you sit down with a date now. You tell them about a crazy bitch that you might have seen, or like a crazy dude that you might have been with, or whatever the fuck. That's a story. You have stories to pull out of your deck. You have a lot of Dread. I was working till midnight on trying to get all of the repatriatie back and all of that type of shit. That's a story. I could tell stories like that too, but the only stories that I've only really experienced is outside of Cass to a heavy degree. Everything else is a marriage story. Like, everything else is a kid's story.
But why is that not interesting?
I'm sorry to say, but if you want to go on a date and hear about the ex the whole night,
now, hello. We're not going to talk about that. Sorry.
But that's where the marriage comes from. Like, if you're
that's an interesting story.
If you're 40 years old and you are a divorcee, yes, you need to give background. You need to give context. But if that's all the stories you have, if that's all you got, I can guarantee you the other person's going to get a little annoyed at it. Like, if you keep talking about it. Let's say like
listen, that. I do not agree with all you said, because I think everybody has something interesting, or everybody is interesting, but not to everybody. Like, if I meet somebody who's going to talk about Star Wars or night, sorry, date number 2 is not going ahead.
Right. because
sorry,
you suck.
Sorry.
Because you suck.
Whatever.
Yeah, you know, like.
If you go and talk about your muscle car, I think, oh, look cute, you're passionate.
Your muscle cars beat Star Wars for real?
But no, Star Wars like in the same category, both shit. But to me, if you're passionate about it, I think, oh, cute, passionate. Maar we cannot spend the whole day talking only about that. Just everybody has something. Doesn't matter your age.
Right.
Doesn't matter your age. Everybody has something interesting, and it's just about matching the interests. I will not agree that op een gegeven moment you're not dateable because you're not interesting, and I certainly do not agree with saying that marriage or kid stories are not interesting. They could be the most interesting stories ever.
Right. If you and the person on the same level. And that was another thing too, because we had went down a list as to what are desirable dateable qualities
for each individual, because that is very personal. I
find there's a certain amount of there's a little bit of generalization.
Okay, wat stond er op de lijst bijvoorbeeld?
Humor.
Not everybody wants a humor. There are people
not
who are
fucking
very
hee
serious.
ha ha, but Jesus Christ, you can make a joke.
There are serious people who just don't like to laugh.
They don't like to laugh. Okay, fine. Spontaneity. A certain amount of spontaneity.
There are people who are very set in their ways. They cannot deal with spontaneity.
Okay. The right amount of intelligence. Can you agree with that?
There are people who don't mind. There are people who don't mind people being ingewikkeld.
Like how you are being right now.
I do not agree with universal lists. I do not agree that
No, man, but come on, man. Listen to me. You want somebody that you could be vulnerable with. You want somebody that could make you laugh just a little bit. You want somebody, and I'm pretty sure for the majority, say now there are people.
Thank you.
But that's what I mean, woman. What the fuck? Yo, you're the pedantic motherfucker. Come on, man.
Okay, fine.
No, but I'm saying, like across the board, at the very least, you want to be attracted to the person. And when I say attracted, without them saying anything, you could look at them and be like, boy, I could do something with that person, right? Yes, physically speaking. Fuck it, man. Right? A little bit of humor. Like, if not, you make the jokes. If I make a joke, then you laugh at my joke because you get my joke. Yeah. Right? A little bit of humor. Same level of intelligence. This was a big one because we had put intelligence first, but then we had decided, yo, you can't be too high or too low. like we gotta be like a little bit simpatico.
Nay, I don't know. Same level of intelligence. I don't agree with.
Same-ish.
No, because you have these bookish, nerdish, PhD-ish people who are walking around with bimbos.
No, but that's
female.
Not. No, but wait, but then, okay, look, that might be equilibrium, but that might not be like soul like bound.
Yeah, no, because they match on other areas or they complement each other.
Maybe.
My lack of wisdom is filled with your abundance of wisdom. Okay,
but here's the thing, right? A lot of folks get insecure about intelligence or get weird about intelligence. If you're quote unquote dumber than me, and I'll say it plain, like if you're quote unquote dumber than me, like it feels like Jesus Christ, like what am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I'm wasting time. And if you're like quote unquote smarter than me, Jesus H Christ, like what am I doing here? Like I'm wasting your time. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to be here. Like you need to find somebody of your level to be able to have these conversations with. You check what I mean? You don't agree with that. You don't think that people look for like a range. They don't go no further than that. And
no, okay, it
like hahabeo, soup to hahabeo, that type of thing.
No, I think indeed you can list these things that you've named, that you listed, but the priority given to each area, let me call it like that,
right,
can be different for different people.
Right.
So some people really, 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 really value intelligence, and then you might have a situation as yours that you're like, okay, if this person is too dumb, you can deal with the person, and if you're the dumber one, you feel like you're wasting somebody else's time.
Right.
But it's also possible that actually I'm looking for a good fuck and a good cook. So
Mandingo, come over here. Yeah.
So the
big dick.
the intelligence is not my my biggest priority.
Right.
It plays a role, but misschien I will have those very intellectual conversations with my friends. At home, we will just be discussing. We will just be discussing Lil Nas X, and we will be planning our next vacation.
And how many condoms to buy?
Yeah, and which pasta I will make.
Right. No, but all right, but you see, but that requires a certain amount of introspection. That requires also a certain amount of honesty. Like, and that's kind of that's where the conversation started, because I kind of started the story bad. It started with a thing of a friend of mine had put up a post, and I'm gonna paraphrase it because I can't quote it exactly, but it's like, we all want to date these people, but do we have these qualities like ourselves? And that started the conversation. Like we have standards for people, but do we have these qualities like ourselves? You check what I mean?
No, Mark, I don't agree that it's necessary.
I think that if you want to hold somebody to, and especially when it comes to money, like if you're gonna hold somebody to like a money standard, like you gotta have this type of job, that type of thing, which a lot of people still do. You know what I mean? Like they hold both the money and the stature, the prestige of the job to be a big thing. I think you can't ask for that if you don't have that.
Well, if you have something to leverage.
Like
I find
what?
that
Punani ain't that fucking sweet.
Yeah, well.
No, Jen.
You have the money and the prestige. I have the beautiful body. I have the good panani. I have the magic hands that will give you a massage, and I am the good cook.
Okay, so
wait
a minute here. The
I will
punani
manage
needs
your
to
house.
be okay. That's a different story.
I will manage your kids.
That's a different story.
Maybe even your business.
That's a different story.
How is the story different?
No, because if all you're talking is just good punani, good hands, good cook.
But
bitch, I could get a hooker and like a cook and a friggin' like like a major domo for the house, and then I'm done. I pay each of them like a fucking stipend, and I don't gonna fuck with you and your nonsense. Done with it. What the fuck?
No, but I do not agree that you say I make a demand, but it cannot be more than what I have to offer. Nay, certain things you can straight
no, but
up.
so
You got this, I got that.
But
It's a transaction,
but then how do you figure out what the
negotiation.
fuck worth what in the first place? This is kind of
No,
a
but
point too.
that's you. That's personal. You have to have in your head. For me, I value humor.
The settlers of Catan. One iron for like 10 wood. What? Yo, what you got?
I value honesty. I value intelligence. I value humor. Laat het even to 3. Let's keep it at 3. I value more things, but let's keep it at 3.
Right.
I have an other thing, and I would also like my partner to be adventurous, sporty, and outgoing. Okay, zestig. But to me, the adventurous is lager. It's less than, for example, being intelligent. I set the priority.
You set
and
the
then
priority.
for myself.
For
You
yourself.
set the priority for who you wish to be.
Right.
You meet somebody and then het is gewoon kijken who has what and kan ik ermee leven. Does it complement me or do I have to pull most of the weight? And in this area I don't want to pull the weight.
Wait. This is where that like there's a vulcan in that, right? No, I'm not saying that I disagree with you, but I'm saying that there's a fallacy in that type of thinking, right? For me, there is what it boils down to is both effort and interest, right?
Yeah.
Effort and interest.
Yeah.
You might not be adventurous, but you can fake it till you make it, or you can try at least for the person because they spark something within you. Like you have those friends where normally you wouldn't do the thing, but because they ask you, you'd be like, all right, you know what? Yeah, let me go room for like a weekend. And it's not a sex thing, like or whatever. It's just that person sparks that adventurousness in you. Anybody else asks. If I ask you, Marlo, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. So there's a situationalness to certain things, right? That combined with intelligence doesn't equate leergierigheid. Intelligence doesn't equate wisdom. Intelligence doesn't equate and there's like a refining of that needs to be seen to like as well. I could take somebody who's not book smart but who's street smart, and as you said, like your intelligence and my intelligence, we complement each other. So you could take your street smarts, I could take the book smarts. We build a household if that's what we're going to, and then it goes into something even more because we fill each other in. You check what I mean? Yeah. There's something to be said for that, and I think that when dateable comes up as a question as to whether or not people look to each other, be like, yo, I could deal with that person, I can't deal with that person. I think that a lot of us, we have a narrow view. A lot of us, I freely admit that I do.
No, but I think, I think the view gets broader as you get older. Because inderdaad, op een gegeven moment, in the sense, maybe you're right. At 40, you're undateable. But then you have to broaden your view. You cannot hold very strict misschien to all the 75 eisen. Maybe you should just look at you should look at your top
Jesus
3.
Christ, I would love to see your list, yo. And if you give me a list of 75,
that's another 2 episodes.
I would love to just have that list so that we could post it. So this is Denise's list, yo. 75 here. You can't be taller than 1 meter 6, but you can't be shorter than 8 meter 5 feet.
So something like that.
But here's the thing, and this is what I come back to, right? You're right. On paper, you're right. You're older, broaden your cap a little bit, right? Mm. But here's the problem with being older.
You die.
Zoe. Jokes, but it's true. Your time, you really know that your time is finite now. I ain't got time for the bullshit. Yeah. I ain't got time for trying to figure out what your favorite fucking color is. Well, I need to get to it.
Yeah, no wonder you're undateable.
No, but hear me out, right? Also, I'm stuck in my ways. The older
at
you
40?
get, yo.
I'm happy you found your wife because dit gaat helemaal niet meer goed komen.
Nee, man. No. You're not, listen to me. You are, how old are you? How old are you right now?
35.
Okay. Is there shit that you don't tolerate now that you tolerated when you were 25?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And is that not a function of time?
Yes.
Okay. So can you see that 5 years later, you're like, you know what? I'm not dealing with that no more, like, either. Like, I'm not dealing with, like, you and I can both agree. We're not dealing with, like, midnight calls of our friends who are drunk. Because nigga, you supposed to know, like, at this fucking point. You know what I mean? We have all had the fucking moment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. When you're older, you don't deal with the bullshit as much. You are, especially if you're older and you got kids, you got patience for your kids. You don't got patience for nobody else. You ain't got no patience. Your kids take all your patience. Your kids take every fucking ounce of your patience. Anybody else that is older, that knows better, whatever the fuck, you're like, yo, why aren't you doing the thing? Why aren't you? If I have to go back into the dating pool, right?
God spare us.
See God spare us and me too, because yo, Dre, they're pegging out here. You know what I mean? No, but let me just say, by some weird happenstance, I gotta go back into the fucking dating pool, and I meet a young lady. It goes off nice, like everything is cool and whatnot. So we're in the bed after like an amorous moment, right? We're smoking a cig, and the conversation leaves from the physical. It goes into aspirational. It goes into life and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And she tells me that she's renting the apartment. So I ask her, so how come you don't try to buy a house? You got the job, you got it. Like, knowing all that I know in my matrix of shit, I would ask her just kind of gently, why don't you buy a house? And she gives me a dumb answer. That's it. I ain't got time for you at that point. You ain't trying to figure it out to go build something for yourself. And I'm trying to tell you, like, yo, Dred, do it a little better. Like, what the fuck? Like, nigga.
I find that a little bit presumptuous. I tell you to do it a little better. Wie the fuck ben jij?
Who the fuck are you to tell your drunk friend to not call you at 12 o'clock at night?
I'm a working woman who doesn't have time for this nonsense who has to be up tomorrow.
I am a working single father that I don't got time for this renting bullshit.
But it's not your money.
I want it to be our money. I'm looking at you like, maybe that you might be the one to like to marry or whatever the fuck.
You find you need to have a house, you need to buy a house. So
no.
You already bought the house.
Right.
So when everything works out, I can leave my rental and I move in with you. Probleem opgelost. Thank you.
No, but then you're looking to me to go try to I want you to have your own. I want to build you up. I want to make sure that you are right for if I did tomorrow, because I'm old man, so I might get a heart attack. You know what I mean? Like who the fuck tells you that you're gonna be like in the will? Like I want to make sure that
fix your will.
Fuck you.
If you want me
the pussy's not that good.
If you want me to be alright when you're dead, fix your will.
The pussy's not that good, man.
It's awesome. It's the best. Alright. I know this is a discussion that we're not gonna.
We're gonna agree to disagree for like a little bit. But okay, but then the question does come back, and I will answer my thing too, like as well. Okay. Are you dateable in 2021?
I feel I am.
You feel you are?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not.
Why not?
I feel like all the things you just fucking lobbed at me, woman. I am fucking a curmudgeon. I'm old. I'm set in my ways. I'm stubborn. I am judgmental. And all them fucking things.
You're not dateable if you think you're not dateable. Ik ga niet met iemand uit die denkt dat ze undateable zijn. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah, I want.
Really?
Yeah, no.
You the fucking marginal fighter, the fighter for everything that's on the margins or what it's so. Somebody that might have a weird thing that might be working through therapy or whatever, so you would never date somebody that thinks that they're undateable.
Except never say never. I mean,
man.
The same thing as I don't have time for a drunk friend calling me in the middle of the night. I don't have time to be a therapist. I don't have time.
See, yes, that I have time for.
No, perfect. You're dateable.
That yes, I have time for, but I have time for it as long as there's traction. Like, I don't have time for the wallowing and like we're spinning on wheels.
I don't have.
But I could fuck with you if you're working on yourself, and we gotta like, yo, Dre, you gotta hold my hand, kind of metaphorically, and every day we take a step. Like I could fuck with you with that.
No, okay, working on yourself, yeah. But I don't have time for somebody who is so insecure about themselves.
Right.
That's the next level. And if you're working on yourself, we can take steps together.
Right.
Maar you need to think that you're dateable and that you're worth dating. If you think you're not dateable or worth dating, nou, what the fuck ben ik aan het doen?
Sowieso.
Dus nee.
Sowieso. No, but yeah.
There's too many dates for me and none for you. Well, dates with your wife for you.
Yeah, I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping for a little bit more free time with the wife too as well. Are you doing anything this weekend? Let me just kind of end this off with this. Like, are you doing anything like interesting?
No, about building building worth and shit and being grown up and stuff. I just registered for some kind of course or lecture about investing.
Word?
I was looking for an investing course for the longest while. I don't know if this is something, but I said, let me go.
Okay. Cool. We'll talk about it off screen, but you got a couple people that we know that can help you in that particular line.
Okay, cool.
With me, goat meat's still going ahead. Things are going good. Things are going real good, in fact.
Okay,
we are barreling for the first anniversary.
Wow.
At the end of October, but yeah, we are getting a Dungeons and Dragons class that's gonna happen.
Okay, cool.
We have expanded. We have a place that we can call home now, especially as well. Things are rolling, and can't really talk about the podcast other than just keep fucking watching. Things are gonna get more interesting.
Hey, drop a comment, please.
Please, because we like to argue. No, but yeah, the podcast is gonna get better. Business is going good. Things are going good, and of course, our friendship. It's still endures through all this nonsense, so...
let's see for how long.
Woman, you love me to death.
But as long as we got our whiskey...
we got our wine.
I think we should be fine.
We should be fine.
All
Yo,
right.
To our sponsors again, to everybody who has been watching, to those that have been with us from the beginning, those that are still with us now, yeah, thank you guys. And we hope to make you guys proud. We hope to let you see a lot more this season. And we hope to... definitely do some shit.
Alright. And next week I hope you drink with us Don Julio, Sir Edmund, Buchanan. Have you pick.
Have you pick.
Have you picked
Hey
pieces?
guys. Hey, Louis. Yo, we call the man name, but we've not called his name more than 5 times. The man will come up like Candy.
I like it. Have you picked pieces?
That's 4 times.
All right.
We can't do it.
Deuces, we out.
Peace.